So today I am on the way to take a look at a lathe, a South Bend 9-inch lathe that was posted on Marketplace. I've been kind of shopping for a small lathe. I was actually looking for a mini lathe, something like the Atlas 618 or something like that. And there's been a few of those come up, but this South Bend 9-inch kind of interested me. So from the pictures, it looks like it's been stored outside and with a tarp over it, and there's surface rust. Anyway, I'm going to go take a look at it, and I do have the tools with me to take it apart, and I've got a helper coming to meet me there, and if I decide to take it, we'll take it apart and throw it in the car, take it home. We'll see how this goes. Okay, well, I didn't take a video of it when it was sitting in the shop here, but it was actually looks in nicer shape than I expected. Got surface rust on it, but the ways are in nice shape. The spindle feels good and tight. The bull gear is kind of seized up. That's going to have to be freed up and stuff, but yeah, good de-rusting, and yeah, the motor runs forward and backwards, nice and smooth. The table, very heavy. I had to take the motor off because it was just too heavy with it on. So yeah, looking forward to working with this. So I've got it home, and with the help of some other people and a fridge cart, I got the thing down into the basement. This cabinet is not where it's going to live permanently. Just to take a little closer look, the 3-jaw chuck is rusty. I think that's mostly surface rust. I put the key in it and the scroll seems to be free. The spindle spins very smoothly. I haven't put the dial indicator on it yet to check the play in the headstock bearings, but it feels fairly tight. Carriage moves nice and smoothly. There's a little bit of take up in the dial there. Quite a bit actually, so it might need a new cross slide nut. We got a broken crank handle there, no big deal. The ways themselves look pretty good. Yeah, there's no, I mean, there's a few little marks and mars there where some work was dropped on it. A few more over there. Serial number, I think it's 8. I don't have my glasses on. 87451, I think. Yeah, 87451. So I'll have to look up how to decode that. But anyway, yeah, so the change gears that are on the machine, I've rotated them around. I don't see any broken teeth. The bull gear is kind of seized up. It does turn with some force, but that's going to have to be freed up and lubricated and so forth. But yeah, highly restorable, I believe. Now the lathe came mounted on this great looking steel cabinet / cart with caster wheels on it and everything. 2 feet wide by 4 feet long and 3 feet high. Unfortunately, I can't get it around the corners to go down the stairs. We put it up on its end and on a fridge cart and just couldn't get it around the corners. So what I'm going to do is I have to do some surgery here. I'm going to cut the legs somewhere in around that area, all 4 of them, and then patch it with flat iron strips. I could weld it back together once I get it downstairs, but I want to keep it so that it can be unbolted and disassembled for moving out at some future time. What else we got here? Okay, we got a little Bucket of some tool bits here. There's a jack shaft, great motor, reversible motor. Got the tailstock in here and the drum switch. And yeah, here we've got all the change gears and a 4-jaw chuck. And actually got a reamer there. Is that a, what is that? Never even noticed that. Oh no, that's not a reamer, it's a tap. Okay. That was just in with the stuff. Have to clean some rust off it to see what size it is. Various tool holders. Oh, what do we got? Okay, here's a single wheel knurling tool. That's just for straight knurling. And I guess you call that a right-hand tool holder. And what other goodies have we got here? Okay, so I got the tool post, Jacob's chuck with a #1 Morse taper, fitting the tailstock. We have, okay, so this is a different type of tool post than I've seen before. That's pretty good. And a knurling tool. And what's this, a boring bar? Well, that'll be useful for some of the things I have to do. Live center. That looks like a #2 Morse taper though. I need a #1 for the tailstock. Or is that a 1? I'm not even sure now. Yeah, no, that's a #2. Another live center here with a, yeah, again, that won't fit in the tailstock. What else I got here? All right, there's a #1 Morse taper dead center. And good dog. And a cutoff tool. All right, so all of this stuff is going to be very handy. Other tool holders. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's a nice looking. It looks like it might be a threading tool at the right angle. Yeah, so we got lots of stuff in there. So I have to clean this stuff up. I got a homebrew evapo-rust recipe that works very effectively, much cheaper than the actual evapo-rust. Yeah, so this is where the jack shaft mounts. Bolts down there, and it's slidable, so you can tension the belt. This jack shaft actually, it says Massey Harris, made in Canada. So Massey Harris made more than just tractors. And it seems to spin fairly freely. The motor is what I was really impressed with. Like, I mean, when I picked this thing up, it was all assembled. We had to disassemble it to haul it home. And it ran beautifully, nice and smoothly, and the motor reverses and everything. Yeah, so take a little while to get this back together, but looking forward to getting that done and using it. So anyway, at some point in the future, I do think I will totally disassemble this thing and give it a complete and thorough overhaul and cleaning and probably a painting and whatever. But to start with, a couple of things I am going to do. I showed you all those rusty tools out there. I'm going to de-rust that. Try and clean this chuck up a little bit. And, oh, hello. All right, I think I just noticed something here. This isn't something I was aware of. I noticed that there was no faceplate with the lathe. But what it appears to be is that the chuck is actually bolted to the faceplate. Isn't that interesting? Don't have the best lighting here from this angle. But that's what it looks like to me. Yeah, there's my faceplate right there. There was a drive dog with it, but I said, okay, there's no faceplate. But that's what it looks like to me. So you got 1, 2, 3 bolts holding the chuck on. Yeah, I think that's what's going on here. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to clean that up. I do want to pull the spindle out and just inspect the bearings and inspect the spindle itself, clean everything up, make sure it's properly lubricated, make sure that the wicks are good, and maybe even just source some and put new ones in while I've got that apart. The bull gear is pretty stiff, pretty locked up. I'm going to have to take that apart as well and clean it up and lubricate it, make sure that the spindle's in good shape. I mean, we got rust and stuff here on the lead screw. Not on the part that matters. It's just kind of here, just surface rust. That can be cleaned up. But yeah, anyway. Okay, well, I will post updates as I get to it. Kind of busy right now in the shop. Got a lot of wheels going on, and first time I've actually showed the shop since I reorganized things a bit here. So it's a little bit better workspace now. But yeah, anyway, a lot going on right now, so I'm not going to get too much done with the lathe for a little bit, but as I do, I will post updates. Anyhow, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.